Oh, he's got a law. He's screwed. Guys with laws don't know what they're doing.
Maximum allowed number of throwables and magazines you're allowed to carry.
So that's you most of the time?
Yes, that's me most of the time. They just don't call my name.
You're allowed 10 throwables and 13 magazines, including the one that would be loaded, but 13 magazines total. You need to unfuck yourself.
Ooh, I'm a mag short.
Look at this guy.
How many mags does he have?
I'm guessing 14.
All smoke and frags and flashes count towards your throwable.
You can tell.
We have a baker's dozen.
Kids by the people running
You
back to
have
the arsenal right
13
now.
throwables and 14
Let's shame them.
magazines.
Looking at shame them.
Oh, that's all fucked up.
I'm gonna switch out one of my flashes for
Sergeant Riley, front and center.
a grenade.
Oh
Too
boy.
fat to carry extra shit.
Alright, come on, fellas. We can get through this as a squad.
Maximum amount of magazines.
Don't worry, guys. We already got this like last month.
Just don't make eye contact.
Yeah,
The
just
first
blob up.
Vision is based off movement.
Might wanna,
That's alright, I'm
might
checking
wanna
you guys
double check
myself,
that
so.
count.
Oh, shit.
You're off by one.
Oh no.
Oh
Good
fuck.
try though. Who's
I think
next?
I'm
Who's
good.
next?
Is he able to see?
I've hidden all my illegal items in my prison pocket,
Is he able
so...
to see what?
It's my soul.
You see where
Oh,
we get
yes.
down?
I'm gonna hide you
We have
behind
a
you,
lot of
Sergeant.
discrepancies tonight, and this isn't even the last one. Sergeant Franklin, what is the magazine maximum
Save me.
number?
It's 13. I spawned in with one.
Is it banana hammock?
Why do you have 8 pistol mags?
No, but it should be.
Don't touch me there.
Are we allowed to carry
I have
bananas?
11.
I mean, I'm not
Are
saying
you allowed to
you're
carry
wrong, just
bananas?
for a friend.
Yeah, they're good on
It's a
potassium.
little bit more quiet.
Prefer to use
No,
it.
Sure, but no.
He's got the
Like,
long
no,
bong
no,
again.
Yeah, right, with the Hubble telescope on the top,
No.
mate.
As far as I know, the banana is not a standard piece of
Oh,
kit.
see, the LT's got you there. So. Drop one of those soon.
10 and
Did I
10
just see a
for your
wild lethal
lethals.
corner?
You did.
Now
20 for your
surveying
lethals, I don't remember.
Number 8.
I don't know whether he's wild, but...
Oh fuck!
Oh, no.
What the fuck did he do?
Sergeant Ryder, bring it in.
What does he
What is
have,
the
an AR?
maximum number of throwables you're allowed to carry?
Oh my god. Okay, Alpha and Bravo, right now, make sure you don't have more than 10
Showing
throwables
13,
and more than
Oh,
13
like,
magazines.
Check this shit.
Legit, I'm good.
I think I'm like on 15 and 9.
So, Segura, did you just put some fucking frag grenades in my pack, my backpack?
I put some in Turner's bag.
But I might
Okay, no pawning off your fucking mistakes on other people. Go fix your shit if it's fucked.
Finally.
No, it's all good.
I'm good.
So get your platoon sergeant
Fucking
to get on
hooligans.
these fucking
Right.
guys to make sure that they're not doing that
I am
shit.
actually terrified that
It
someone
was
might do that to me one
before,
time.
and they thought they'd get away with it this time, but that is not the case.
It's the 10-10 rule. 10 smoke, 10 frags.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's 10 throwables each. Lethal and non-lethal.
Hurt my brain when you say that. You
Hey,
know that?
Sergeant Turner and Sergeant Davenport, if somebody here gets called up to the front, I'm sending you up there with them.
Yes. Pending those guys on fucking their loadouts.
What if they're not dependent on
What was that? Speak up.
Never mind.
I literally
We'll do
did
that
not
tomorrow.
hear you.
I think he was gonna say, what if they're not billeted? But
Havoc 1.
Still your responsibility.
That's my guess.
North to the motor pool for
Move time now to the
briefing.
motor pool to the north for a briefing.
Move to the north for the motor
Yeah,
pool.
I'm pretty sure.
North.
Moving to the north.
Hey, Sir Malake.
North for briefing.
CLS is 2 and 2 for epi and morphine, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, I just checked. It's 2 and 2.
A wild Perkinson has appeared.
Specialist Holden. Alright, nice little caterpillar. Not bad, not bad. Apparently you've lost your backpack and I doubled mine, so I'll carry the load for both.
What in the?
Force assembled. Connor, you're facing the wrong way.
Oh, wow.
That would
He's
be
always
nice.
facing the wrong
Vendors
way.
just running those mines over.
It's just got a bunch of other people.
Yeah, join us soon.
Roger.
User
Is
in your
this
channel
everybody?
timed out.
Roger, Blacksmith prison.
Sergeant
this everyone?
Havoc 1? That's your platoon, you tell me.
Believe so. All of one force here.
Does 1-6 know if this is everybody?
I believe it's everybody, Tom.
Okay. You guys are really wishy-washy with these answers.
I choose to believe.
All right.
I have faith.
Good morning, sweethearts. How are you?
Good morning, First Sergeant.
Wake the fuck up. All right, Sergeant Morris. Actually, hold on. Cap, XO, you guys have anything before we step into the sand table?
Negative, First Sergeant. Awful lot of fucking corrections as far as loadouts go tonight. NCOs, that falls on you. Be dealing with that shit. That one of your primary responsibilities. Make sure people are meeting the standard. That should not be having to come down from fucking Aries and from task force commanders inspecting people's loadouts to find that shit. If you guys need to do it to where your squad leads, you're sitting there checking people's loadouts before your squad training, then fucking do it. Shouldn't have to do that, guys. People are here fucking retarded. You use the same save loadout every time. If it comes down to it, NCOs fucking deal with it. That shit should not be occurring like at this type of rate. It's just fucking ridiculous. All right, that's all I got, First Sergeant.
Thank you. You know what that means. Next Task Force Alpha, for any issues with gear, counselings will be happening. Okay. I'm taking the night off from giving the lecture, so Sergeant Morris is going to take over and talk about, what is the training topic?
Ambush.
Ambush. Very good. Someone read the Warno and the Opward. Okay. This is the pilots are coming in now. All right, Sergeant, take it away.
Here comes the Blackie squad.
All right, so we know what we're doing tonight. Who wants to tell me what it is?
Well, I think we just covered that.
No. I mean, what is an ambush?
Oh, that.
What are we trying to achieve when we're doing an ambush? Anyone?
Surprise attack on an enemy convoy. Surprise attack on an enemy.
Sergeant Franklin, go.
Somebody already said it. A surprise attack.
Fine. Right, we're doing a surprise attack.
Turn that engine off.
All right, there we go. Almost. ATVs are hard. Correct. We're doing a surprise attack on enemy forces. The purpose is to destroy, harass enemy forces, troops, or equipment using the advantage of surprise and offense. What is another advantage of an ambush?
Sergeant?
Anyone take a guess? Specialist Williams.
Time to set up defensible positions on the enemy track.
That can be a thing. I'm thinking more along the lines of being a smaller force has the potential and the capability to take out potentially much larger forces because of that surprise. Who wants to tell me what some types of an ambush are? Sergeant Duffy. Speak up, Sergeant.
Far ambush and near ambush.
Speak up again. Grab your nuts and tug.
Speak up harder.
Ambush and near ambush.
There we
hear
go.
me?
Yeah, close. I'm thinking point ambush and area ambush. Anyone know what those are?
Negative.
All right. A point ambush is going to be deploying to a specific position to encounter or to ambush enemy troops or enemy equipment at a specific location. You know where they're going to be. You can prepare a location and you can ambush them at that location. An area ambush would be multiple point locations to basically do ambush some across multiple different fronts. So you could be hitting enemy troops at multiple different locations at the same time, coordinate types of attacks. That makes sense to everyone?
Cool.
What are some categories of an ambush?
Sergeant, a hasty and deliberate ambush.
Right. Who wants to describe a hasty ambush?
Sergeant?
Ambush would occur in the field, unplanned.
Speak up, Sergeant.
Hasty
I heard
ambush
him.
would
There we go.
would occur in the field without pre-planning.
Right. Hasty ambush, you got limited information. You're just walking through the bush. You stumble across a squad or a column running through. You quickly set up, and then you engage them when the moment is ripe. Deliberate would be what then?
Sergeant?
Specialist Williams.
Deliberate would be what we're doing now, which is with forewarning of their enemy movements and time to prepare along their route.
Right. Yeah. We go. So the biggest difference is there is that we know they're coming. We can plan accordingly. We can set things in place such as mines. We could have potential coordinated air assault, like air attacks, mortars, things like that. We know where they're going to be. We can plan all those things, and we can basically wipe them out as quick as possible when they get there. What would you consider? What would be the 3 fundamentals of an ambush?
Sergeant.
Specialist Snow.
Planning, Sergeant.
Yeah, planning is definitely part of it, but I'm thinking along the lines of surprise. So they don't know we're coming, or they don't know that we're there, so we have that surprise. Being concealed and hidden, and then coordinated fires. Voice died. All right. What would make an ideal ambush site?
Sergeant.
Specialist Williams, I'm going to get you to sit. I appreciate the eagerness, but I want to get someone else. Specialist Hawkins, go for it.
Thank you, Sergeant. A valley.
Right, a valley. Anyone else? Anything?
Sergeant,
Corporal
an area
Dickerson.
where the convoy would have to slow down, like a bend or something.
Yep. Well, they have it where they're at a disadvantage. I can't see the name back there. Was that Corporal Madison?
Yeah,
Madison?
if I'm-
Go for it.
River crossing Swinson, Sergeant.
Yep. So we're looking for places where we have good field of fire. We have good cover and concealment. We have protective obstacles, so we can hide behind things, rocks, trees, whatever that happens to be, trenches. We have a withdrawal route, meaning once we're finished our ambush, we can get out. Just in case you're not always going to stick around and make sure that everyone's dead. Sometimes you'll hit them and then you'll run. And then you want to make it difficult so that if there's any type of potential counterattacks, that's unlikely that they're going to be able to achieve that. So you're protected from that respect as well. What sorts of formations make ambushes up or make a good ambush? Send it.
L-shaped ambush, Sergeant.
Yeah, L-shambush is a good one. What else?
A line, Sergeant.
Linear ambush, correct. And there's one more. Sergeant Reddick.
The V ambush, Sergeant.
Right, V ambush. What would you say is probably the best one or the best choice of those to use, and why?
The L ambush.
And why?
Sergeant.
You have more field of fire.
Right. Yeah. You can basically you're attacking the enemy from different directions. You got your long leg is your assault. You got your pale leg, which is the kill zone. You got flanking fire on them. You can kill them twice as fast. Linear is also good, but it can put you at a disadvantage. And then there's V-shaped, which is probably going to be the worst of the bunch. And who wants to take a guess at why?
Potential crossfire, Sergeant.
Thank you, Corporal. Yes, exactly. V ambushes, they have a high risk of crossfire. You could engage blue on blue, and we don't want to have that happen.
In what situation, Sergeant, would that occur?
Sorry, say again, Axel?
What would the enemy have to do in order to get it to where you are getting crossfire on that in a V shape? I want to make sure everybody understands why that can occur.
Go off to one of the sides.
Excellent, Sergeant. If the enemy was to advance upon your position, the field of fires are now interjecting into each other.
Good. Absolutely right. Thank you, Sergeant Baker. Back to you, Sergeant Morris.
Thanks, Exo. Thank you. All right. So finally, gathering my thoughts here. All right. So what would be? That's not coming out right. What are the control mechanisms of an ambush? Or what sorts of things can be controlled? And we're speaking specifically here about probably deliberate ambushes.
Sergeant, we mentioned location already.
Right, location. Knowing when the enemy is coming, so knowing when they're going to be in the kill zone. Holding fire until the target is in the kill zone. Opening fire at the right time. This is typically something that happens by a specific event. In our usual, it's going to be blacksmith and mines. Sometimes that can be an AT shot, but there's one specific thing that's usually going to set everything in motion. Lifting and shifting fire when the assaulting element is going to push through. If we are assaulting through the ambush or through the kill zone once the initial ambush has been completed, and then finally withdrawing from the location. So once we're finished, we've killed everything we want to kill. It's time to go. We control that. We know when it's time to go, and we leave, however that happens to be.
I just want to jump in there real quick regarding the
User in your
whatever
channel
is
timed
designated as the initiator of the ambush, right? Like the sergeant said, usually going to be blacksmith. As we have planned for this planned ambush here, or deliberate ambush, it will be blacksmith setting it off. But if we do have to plan another ambush, it is imperative that every single person in the task force understands what that kickoff basically code is going to be, right? Is it going to be a shot from the Maz or the Javelin, or a shot, or is it going to be a strike from air from Thunder Warlord, right? So that's going to prevent us from having someone going fucking Rambo on us on the target and ruining the ambush for everybody, right? So keep that in mind. That's very important that gets communicated really well all the way up and down the chain. Carry on.
Thank you for Sergeant. Yeah, exactly. Actually, that's all I had on ambushes at this point. For Sergeant, did you want to add anything else?
Probably.
Enlighten
Okay,
us.
let's talk about the kill zone real quick, right? What is the goal of the kill zone?
Kill First Sergeant.
Kill things in it.
Fucking
First
kill
Sergeant.
things in it. Holy shit! Wow, it's like we intentionally named it that. So what are the characteristics, really? So when you're thinking about setting up an ambush using one of the formations, the V, the L, or the linear, you want to take into consideration the terrain and the characteristics of a good kill zone, right? Who can tell me a couple characteristics you're looking for in a good kill box or a kill zone?
First Sergeant, the lack of cover and concealment for the enemy in the kill zone.
Yep, that's good. So also an area large enough to observe and engage whatever size force you're looking for too, right? Anything else?
First Sergeant, the
Madsen
lack
jumped
of
up.
avenues of exit and withdrawal.
Okay, that can work. So someone over there jumped up. Madsen, you jumped up. You had something?
Yeah, if I'm starting, that was the same limited ways for the enemy to get out of the zone.
What about a kill zone where the enemies are likely to fucking enter it? Would that be a good kill zone?
Yes, First Sergeant.
That's the first thing you need to think about. Hey, if I set up a kill zone here, what are the chances the enemy is actually going to walk into it? It's probably the most important one, because if the answer is probably not, it's probably not a fucking good kill zone, is it?
Negative.
Okay, good. Glad we understand that. All right. It also should have natural obstacles, right? So, Corporal Perkinson, I believe, mentioned, along a road with a bend in it or a choke point where, if it's a convoy, a target would have to slow down. That's a perfect natural obstacle to get them to tighten up their formation to initiate an ambush on something like that. Okay. Also, think about ideal security positions when we move up to the ambush points. We need to make sure we have security set at all times, right? But you're making sure you don't mask the fire of the main body of the ambush, and you're able to provide timely information to other elements that are, on point on the ambush. We also want to think about rally points. That this all needs to be set. These are control measures that need to be set, during the planning phase, so that we know, hey, once the ambush is complete, or if it goes sideways, this is the way we're getting out. We're going to rally here, and we're going to leave the AO this way, right? So these are all things to think about. For rally points, they should be easy to find, have cover and concealment, be away from the natural lines of drift, and defendable for short periods of time, right? That last one's really key. If you're trying to reconsolidate, you're going to have to wait somewhere for a little bit. Make sure you're waiting in a position that is easily defendable. I believe that is all I have to add in there. Captain XO, anything else? Sergeant Yeager had a comment too. So we'll get to that in a second.
All right. So, what is something that you guys can do during an ambush that you're not allowed to do at any other time?
Peek using third-person XO.
Very good. Thank you, Sergeant. So again, make sure you guys are doing that. Do not be fucking standing up or crouching up or whatever the case may be and get yourself fucking exposed. All right. That is one of the quickest ways to fuck up an ambush and get your COC to come down there and step on your nuts is by sitting there crouching up and sitting there looking over your cover. The next thing you know, the enemy sees you and they engage and just ruin that fucking ambush. Got one other thing, but that'll come in a little bit. So that's all I got right now for Sergeant.
Roger, Captain.
I got nothing.
Roger. All right. Last thing I'll say before I hand it to Sergeant Yeager for a second. What is one thing that we don't want to do before we fire off the ambush, before we set this thing off?
ND for Sergeant?
Oh, that's yeah. Don't fuck it up. Jesus Christ. If you peek unnecessarily, or if you negligently discharge your weapon system or throw a smoke or do any of that shit, you have basically botched the ambush for the whole entire task force. So if you got to have your fucking weapon on safe until it's time to engage, fucking by all means, do what you got to do. Do not fuck this up.
User joined your channel.
Sergeant Yeager.
Thanks, Top. Just a reminder that there should always be a contingency plan if the mines fail to stop the lead vehicle or the lead vehicle bypasses or something. Whatever that decision is, if the first vehicle passes point X without being fully stopped, that there's an AT shot or something like that. Thanks, Top.
That is absolutely correct. There needs to be basically a fail-safe or a fallback plan for if the initial kickoff doesn't work. There needs to be understood, like, hey, that shit should have blown up a second ago. All right, hey, the mods just took a shot. We're on, right? So that needs to be also communicated. Chief?
Thank you, First Sergeant. Just a reminder about the don't fuck it up bit, guys. Make sure your lasers are off. That's it, First Sergeant.
Thank you very much. All right, any other C's or Q's from the Peanut Gallery?
What is the backup plan? Is it not? Are you guys not planning explosives along with the mines?
Sir, the enemy is able to, in flat terrain like this, if there's no good cover with grass or something like that, the enemy will see the explosives on the side of the roads, whereas the mines are buried, they won't be able to see those. So it's just going to be terrain dependent. But the mines are usually before, the explosives are usually before the mines. So if the mines fail, a lead vehicle would still get through.
Okay, so what is the backup?
Sir, the backup is a AT shot from 104.
Roger.
All right, so keep in mind, before we head out, we have staging areas marked on the initial ambush site. The reason there is because those hilltops to the west, Hilltop 81 and 101 on the 060-061 easting line, have a higher vantage point than our ambush site. So we need to wait for the convoy to get through that area before we move into position. Okay, so this is going to be deliberate, but also hasty. So make sure that you're not overexposing yourselves. Make sure someone has, a couple people from platoon only have eyes on the target so they can, call up when it's time for everyone to move into position. Don't rush it. So, and don't also freak out that we're sitting there. Just understand that's why we're doing it. All right? All right, Havoc 1, you guys have anything else?
Negative for me for a second.
Is anyone taking any armed vehicles?
Negative.
All right. Well, Intel is reporting that our route to the ambush site is clear. So if you want to air assault there to make that happen faster, you're good to do that.
Roger. Havoc 1, you want to stick with Vix? Or you want to take the birds?
Your call, Top.
All right.
I don't care.
Let's see. How many pilots do we have? How many deco guys?
We have 3 qualified pilots. They're top.
Okay, so we have to take 2 Chinooks.
We also have the extra Jav rounds in the Vix too.
That's true. All right. Well, we're not going to be taking these Vix all over the place, so.
No, right, but they would still be at the dismount.
All right, in that case, we'll take the VIX. Havoc 1-4, you'll be able to resupply at least one jab before we leave the VIX behind. So, all right, everyone, lock and load. Mount them up.
Lock and load. You're the man. We're accepting on
Ready
nine.
to check down on Conway.
All right, load them up. Fourth
We're
VIC.
in the point Vic. Break.
First Vic.
Bravo,
Alright,
you're the second to last.
You bozos, pick your selves and get in the driver's seat.
We're in the point.
Yes, sir.
Williams is driving.
Oh shit.
What Vic are we on?
Oh boy.
Are you not good at that, Williams?
I've never done it for a task force, but I've driven before.
I wish I brought some.
Yeah, do you think you can do it?
Fuck yeah.
Go ahead. All right. Dell's in.
Williams.
Hey, Phil.
Pull up on 5-0 with your secondary channel.
5-0 secondary copy.
You use the radio in the... Station is net. This is Vic 3,
FYI,
radio check on 5-0 over. Vic 3, Vic 2, Lima Charlie on 5-0 over. Vic 3 copies, out. Any station that's net, this is Vic 4 on 5-0.
Are you doing my comms alpha or am I taking care of it?
This is Vic 2, Lima Charlie on 5-0 over. You hop your secondary channel to 5-0.
This is Vic
Yeah,
5.
copy that.
Radio check on 5-0 over.
Vic 5, this is Vic 2, Lima Charlie on 5-0 over.
Good copy from Vic 5. Over.
Any stations net. Vic 1 requesting ready check 5-0 over.
Vic 1, this is Vic 2, Lima Charlie on 5-0 over.
Vic 1 Tango Mike out.
So Williams, I don't know if you heard, we're facing the wrong way, so the first thing we do is basically UE.
Copy that. Tactical UE.
All Victors on
We're going out the
5-0.
western
This is
gate,
Convoy Command.
so
We are Oscar
when we
Mike.
get the
Maintain
call
max
to roll
speed,
out, we're
50
really just going to
kph,
U-turn and
50
follow
meter
this,
dispersion break. But we're going to go ahead and move out before the birds lift, so we're good to roll.
Make sure you don't go on the runway.
Yeah, don't do that. The gate is literally straight behind us. So yes.
Victor 1
Dodger
copies.
may not like that.
Performing U-turn. Tom now.
Beautifully executed, Williams.
Thank you very much. I've been practicing that one.
It was okay.
Any station that's net, this is Vic 6, last Vic. First time I drove, I took out 3 seconds of pace
Last Vic
before
is
we
coming
got off the
command.
base.
Charlie and 5-0 over.
You're already doing better than I did. Roger, out.
Going out these border gates direct ahead, correct?
A firm.
Copy
Just
that.
following the road, yeah.
Fine. This isn't South Africa, so they drive on the right here.
Sure.
We own the whole road. So
Fuck yeah.
use it as you see fit.
America.
It's clear all the way up to the point, so.
You're going straight.
Straight, copy.
Yep.
User in your channel.
We'll have to hold.
Stand by. We got
Holding.
User entered your channel.
Okay.
Vic 1 holding.
Pull off the side, secure
Yeah, all
the
Victors.
side.
Pull off and
Halt.
we'll dismount.
This is 1-3, we're pulling off road. We're going to dismount full security.
Alpha face south.
Actually, hang out by the fucking Vic here. We'll watch east northeast.
Yeah, that's more like it.
What direction do you want us watching? I said south and east, but I meant north and east.
Hatch, you and I will watch northeast.
Williams, oh, you're driving. Never mind. You know when you're moving.
Mike, we're
Shit.
Here, bro.
Good check.
All other Victors stay mounted.
Good call. Not up.
Mount up.
Copy, mounted up.
What was that?
User in your channel timed out.
driving.
MTL mounted.
Del's in. Ready to go.
Segura.
Mike's out.
Bravo's on.
User entered your channel.
Stand by, they're fucking reorganizing the order things.
Big 3, this is Combat
I was on
Command.
the
Is
hat
that you
to see
guys?
if I throw up. That's okay.
They had the rollover.
It's pretty light outside, by the way.
All vehicles, get back in order and get this fucking show on the road.
You have better night vision than I do.
Vic 1 copies, standing by.
Roger, we're gonna increase spacing to 7.5 meters, 7.5 meter spacing.
Okay, that's way too fucking close, Williams. Tell the Vics to increase dispersion.
Vic 1 stepping off. Vic 2, keep 50 meters spacing.
There we go.
Negative, increase to 7.5 meter spacing, maintain 50 kph.
Taking a right.
Vic 1, right turn.
Good shit, boys.
Last Vic, right turn.
Everyone lean forward.
Yeah, right.
It thinks it can, it thinks it can.
Just gotta believe.
I would have done an ambush here.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, if only we could have lured the enemy here.
Their Vics probably have more than 12 horsepower.
That's what I was gonna say. You know?
Knowing our luck, their vehicles handle this hill better than ours.
It's 30 kph in town, right?
35, but yeah.
35, copy. Vic 1 entering town, 35 kph.
Right at the next intersection.
Copy, right next intersection. That'll be this is shitty road up here.
Yep, just past the L sign.
Vic 1, right turn.
Okay, question. Should he say Vic 1 or first Vic?
Both are correct.
Last Vic entering town.
Okay.
Last Vic, right turn.
Taking a left at this intersection.
Up this
All Victors
dirt road.
170,
Yep.
we will not be decreasing speed in
Pick one
town
left turn.
since we have known civilians.
1-1 is going to have the Javelin team with them. We're going to have the Moss team with us.
Big one copies.
Alright, roger.
Got it.
Out.
After we pass the river, it's a right.
Copy that. Big one, right turn.
Last Vic, left turn.
So just to let you know, orders from the top, we will not be decreasing speed unless we see visual of civilians in town.
Copy.
Last Vic, right turn.
Taking a right up here.
I'll be right here. Big one, right turn.
Weird place for a fence.
It's to keep all the sharks out.
What kind of shock do you know?
This feels like we're entering a base or something.
Last Vic, right turn.
I think it's an old border fence of some sort.
I believe you're correct.
Some of these countries need to learn how to grade the road better.
Right. Got a steamroller out here, for Christ's sake.
So we're taking a left at the next intersection and then shortly after going right off-road.
I'll be left and right.
Left at the buildings, right, let's say at the sign.
All Victors, Convoy Command, continue off-road. Be advised, we are entering the active AO. I say again, we are entering the active AO.
One left and then immediate right. Lead me from here.
To the left.
Just left.
To the left.
Left, copy.
See that saddle up there? Go
Yeah.
left, Williams.
Left, copy.
You're gonna tip us over. Yeah.
Julie
Hit that
Beyonce, to the
saddle up
left.
there.
Give me a bearing if you can.
Just through this saddle. To the right.
Yeah, shift 025.
025, copy.
Turning right off road.
Yeah,
Harder to the right.
one navigator, guys.
Harder to the right.
Harder to the right, copy.
That's it, perfect. Take a right so we don't go over that fucking wall.
Right, copy.
Then loop around to the left of it.
Keep around left, copy.
No, keep going the way. You're going too far left now.
Too far left, copy.
You know what? Fuck it. You're fine. You're fine. Fuck it.
Hey, Alpha, give him a bearing.
Okay, straight north.
Straight north, copy.
You're headed right, straight to the road, and then you're turning right onto the road.
Copy that. To take this slight gradient to the right.
Yeah, your discretion to do that.
So I confirm when I hit the road.
Yeah, turn right on the road.
Turn right, copy.
You're going back onto the road.
Vic 1, back on road.
All Victors come with command. Make sure we're hiding these Vics well behind the ambush area once we dismount.
Yeah, there's the road there.
That was confusing as fuck.
You're turning left soon, I'll call it.
Left soon, copy.
Okay, left between these trees.
Vic 1, left turn,
right
off road.
Perfect, yeah.
Perfect, copy.
Last Vic turning left off road.
I think our point is a hill over there.
Just
to the
300.
300, copy.
We'll go over. Alright, once you dismount, Bravo, you're getting close to 30 Alpha. You're going to get your DM set up watching the road. You're going to be covering for Blacksmith to lay their mines. Do not expose yourself to the northwest or north.
Copy. We're coming up on the dismount point soon.
Copy that. In order to hide our Vics well.
Yeah, your
Just
discretion.
close behind this hill, we're fine.
This is fine
Copy
right here.
that. Vic 1 coming to a stop.
Dismount.
Dismount.
Hills up.
Williams out.
Don't go over the hill or the spur to our west.
Set up secure.
Copy, don't go
Alpha,
west.
step up and move.
Let's push out a little bit.
160.
All Victors dismount. Signing off 50. Come with command.
Last Vic,
Covering
stop.
Blacksmith while they plant mines.
Copy, pushing 160.
Cover the road from the southeast side of the hill.
Copy.
Oh, for God's sake.
Are you sitting me right now?
Who was that? I swear to God, if that was one of us.
Steve
Wasn't
looking,
Williams, that's for damn sure.
Position time now, and then
You get
notify me when
suppressed.
they
That's
push
good.
out when they do.
70 to the 16 on through.
Yeah, shake it off, move on. Don't skyline, we're gonna loop around the left side.
Left side, copy.
Mike, I'm with Alpha here. I'm just to your south.
Williams is still.
Send.
Blacksmith is set.
Good job, Gavin.
Hey,
Thank you.
Turner, let me know when you're set to cover Blacksmith.
Yeah, my directions weren't the greatest. Good job.
That's all good. It's just when it was off road, that's when I need bearings, that was all.
I wasn't implying anything about your driving or your directions. I was just telling him good shit on his driving.
No, I did shitty. I'm telling him I did a shitty job with the directions. He did a good job.
I'm about to point I have to stop and breathe.
A-frame, same here.
Yeah, this
Or at
rock
least
is
walk.
here.
Looking it out.
Tracking. This is 1-3. DMAR team is set, over.
Roger. Do you want us to inch up further?
Alpha still.
Bravo, where are you?
Yeah.
Hey, you want me and DM to get up here on these rocks and look to the south-southwest?
That's the idea. I
Crawl
was
up
waiting
there?
for Blacksmith. Oh, there they are down there. Yeah, do it.
Copy that.
Alpha,
With you.
scoot up a bit more so we can actually see the road.
Copy.
Copy that. Dig in the dirt.
Roger.
Still set.
One three. Who the fuck from 1-4 is just running around on the hill?
1-3 copies, over. Convoy order is as follows: BMP 2, followed by BTR, followed by Humvee, followed by transport truck, followed by Humvee, followed by BTR. Okay.
BMP, BTR.
BMP in the lead.
Okay.
Copy.
Bravo, how copy?
I copied BMP in the lead and then a bunch of other arms.
Bro, you stay here. I'm just trying to get range.
PauseEx.
I say again, convoy order is as follows: break.
For Bravo.
BMP 2, BTR, Humvee, transport truck, Humvee, BTR.
Convoy order as follows: BMP2, BTR, Humvee, truck, Humvee, BTR.
Alpha copies.
Williams copies.
Let's scoot up further. There's a rock right here, which would be perfect. Blacksmith is passing our area.
Who you are, just hold at the staging point, push security as best you can, and prepare to move to our RP when you get to it.
If things really go south, I'm also the responsible Mike for blacksmith.
Okay, Roger. Get behind this rock with me, Mike.
Yep.
Blacksmith already out there?
Blacksmith is out there.
Alright.
Go ahead. Fuck, negative, just a GPS.
Alpha still.
Send it.
I don't have shit for eyes much past them. I'm belly crawling up into the west over here, so get eyes at them to the west. So I can actually cover these guys as they're
doing the same. We'll leave Williams cover the other directions. Be advised, the ATC on the air base near here is occupied.
Copy that. ATC occupied.
Hold it down.
Yeah, copy.
Blacksmith's on his way back, so cover them until they're out of the danger zone.
Copy that.
Where do you want to set up? There's some rocks up there. You might be able to set that.
Right underneath. So in a way, you're not going to actually see the convoy until you're ordered to go up and shoot.
All stations. Break. All stations. Convoy is Oscar Mike. Convoy is Oscar Mike.
All squads, it's up. Convoy's off Mike. Stay hidden.
Empty copies over. That convoy is Oscar Mike.
You think we can make it to cover?
Convoy's Oscar Mike.
Yeah, we should be able to.
Good work, Blacksmith.
Break down. Move back to our RP.
Yeah, 1-3 are moving now. Blacksmith's already under the hill behind us.
Let's just take this rock here. On the right.
Blacksmith
Around here.
charges us.
If it's not occupied.
Hey, Sergeant Turner.
Dagger,
That's
this
not him.
is 16131.
I know that.
1-3, I hear you. I just don't see you.
Yeah, I'm behind the rock over here. Sergeant Turner, come to me.
Coming.
Go in my backpack.
Directive, can you let me know once the convoy has moved down?
Keep falling back, good.
Baseline enemy.
Copy. Just came back past 1-6 and 1-3.
Mike 1-4, can you let 1-3 know that if
In my backpack, Sergeant.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Hey Sheffield, can you move southwest to me?
The android.
Mm-hmm.
All right, when it's time to hit, our RP will go north
Completely go pro
and then kind of hook around to the top of this hill.
Alpha still.
To det
I'm sorry,
the weapons that are still.
When it's time for us to move to our RP, we're going to move north around the backside of this hill.
Alpha still went over.
Can't extend any
Okay, copy.
Once we hear the explosions of the mines going off,
No, turn around.
You
turn
drop
around,
it
turn
down,
around. Mhm.
we are going to sprint.
If you can see the position of TRP Delta, then you are not in definitely.
Okay.
Get the fuck.
Okay, Bravo, lead us out. Again, stay in deflate, lead us out, and bring us just before our RP.
Light up.
On me.
Gonna be following Bravo.
Hey, firm.
Copy.
Roger.
Convoy's hitting the ridge line.
Convoy's approaching the ridge line. Everybody needs to be back behind death.
Step off, Williams.
Convoy is approaching the ridge line just to our west, south of that airfield.
Convoy's coming to the ridge line to our west.
Good shit, Bravo.
Oh, we're good. We're way behind. We're way definitely.
Alright, our SBF is 50 meters to the 256.
Convoy just passed TRP Delta.
Convoy's TRP Delta.
Copy.
Oh, okay.
Alright, good copy.
It's like a click out. Huh?
For reference, TRP Delta is bearing 260, 1400 meters.
Safety's on until we're ready to engage.
Well, Hawkins the thing.
We're like up here, so it's going to be 1, 2. It's going to be
Turner.
300.
Go ahead.
Is the intent we're staying here until
1
this
3
gets
Mike
off?
1 Mike.
I think the intent is
on my right. 7 Mike.
the intent is when we kick off, we're gonna sprint up to our ambush position. We'll be on the right side of the squad.
2.
That convoy just passed phase line enemy.
Convoy just
They were
passed
clear
phase line
to
enemy.
move up to our RPs, get as close to our APs
Move up to, as close to possible.
as possible without exposing ourselves.
Revise, we are at our RP.
Yeah.
Just get up to the lip and go
Alpha,
prone.
don't move. Okay.
This is 1-3 to all stations. We're at our RP. Over.
To the deck.
Creep up a little bit.
Alpha, make sure your DM is hitting priority targets once it's kicked off. Make sure we're focusing on those Humvees.
Hey, this is our AP. Stay down.
Copied.
DM, if you didn't hear 1-3, focus on it. Gunners on the Humvees.
Alpha, stay behind
Machine
the hill
gunners,
until-
RPGs.
Until that thing gets here. That convoy.
Good copy.
Safety's off. Fingers on the
Ears on.
the trigger.
1-3 Wilco. As soon as you hear the bang, you're clear to push up and engage.
As soon as you hear the bang, go.
I got a big ass rock right here. I'm pushing up to it.
And they should be
I'll still
directly
be behind that flight.
southwest of us.
Yeah, south-southwest.
Alpha, get behind this rock.
Approximately 220.
That's it.
Grab this fucking rock up here so we have some cover. Yeah, good shit.
Alpha's grabbing this rock.
Rear Humvee gunner down.
Focus on the rear.
Run Humvee. Check fire, unless you have a target. Yeah, that's good shit.
Beginning your assault over.
Truck is a fuel truck, so be careful about that if we have people moving in.
That problem no longer exists.
Shift west.
That wasn't Havoc 4, was it? I thought that was a fucking JDAM.
Set up right here.
Okay, provide cover. 1-2 is the
You got.
fire, all fire right.
Alpha, be advised. Move. Relocated.
1-3 copies last. We're shifting far right. Maintaining
Copy,
the
Rob.
watch over.
Anybody got tools for this?
Yeah, no fucking way that was a mortar shell.
1-2's coming in from the left. Shift all fire right.
Shift fire right. Copy right.
That's a big fucking mortar shell if it was.
The only fire right now is on the fucking road.
I see what you did there.
Thank you.
ATC on the airfield is fucking up, so.
Yeah, A firm on the Bravo.
So we
Thank you, Bravo,
I
for
guess
the
they went
pinch.
past Bravo.
DM, can you see anything out towards that airfield?
Stand by. North.
1-2's just coming up on the convoy now.
1-2 is getting into the convoy. They're sweeping through from the east to west.
1-2's pushing through the convoy.
See them. We're at the first Vic now.
Again, what around Arthur?
Yeah, go ahead. Fucking
Fucking switching my fucking scope out. Work anymore.
There's that ATC.
You drawing up on me?
Yeah,
Williams, take my spot.
Okay,
Yeah,
Sergeant
copy.
Turner has 2 for you, and Sergeant Davenport over here.
By the way,
has
when
2 for
you're
you.
Williams, when you're DM, you tell people to get the fuck out of your way.
Is
Hey,
1-2
Finn.
remaining or more rounds
DM.
out to 1-4 or correction Havoc 4 over.
Williams, check in.
Williams is over here in Bravo spot, trying to get eyes out on that airport.
4's trying to grab mortar shells, so.
Copy, I.
I think I just felt his hand go in my backpack.
Stay on your backpack.
Stay in there, Mitchell.
Yep, I got it.
Sorry.
Yeah, he's got
Crater
one.
that thing left?
Say that again. Where's 1-2? They're down at the convoy
Yeah,
right
that's
now.
big explosion, man.
Yeah, that was a bomb.
Sergeant
got,
Duffy, did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, Roger.
I thought they were.
He's dyslexic.
No. They assaulted the convoy over there.
Damn, Duffy, what did you put in that shit?
Why? What happened? I didn't see anything.
That big crater, didn't you do that?
No,
Nope,
that was
me.
Dave.
That was me.
1-2's calling
Oh,
the
that was
convoy
Mitchell.
clear.
I'm sorry.
What?
1-2's calling convoy clear.
Stand by for Frago. We're going to be moving back to our
Stand by
base
for
once 1-2's
Frago.
back behind the hill break. We're going to be retasked in a moment.
Gonna be moving back to the VIX and then getting retasked.
We're getting retasked to a Frago soon. Back to the VIX when we do move.
Williams copies.
Standing by, standing by.
I'm gonna pick up this gun and see what happens if I can get this shell out of it.
What squad was this?
Sorry.
What squad was this?
I'm seeing a RP toward north at the ruins
It
of
would have been
Dasha.
cool if they would
Looks
have
like an enemy
mortared
force moving in from the
the
northwest.
convoy. Look at friendlies moving out over there
Yeah, he's on.
to the northwest.
That was 1-3. All right, I picked up an extra mortar. Why don't you pick up your gun? No, let me do it.
On 3 copies, we're pulling off Overwatch.
Pull off.
Move back to the VIX. Top is moving.
Pulling off.
Copy, moving.
I think it's safe to take the nods off.
Yeah, I found it's bright as fuck out here now.
3 copies all over.
Anybody remember our
Hey, does everybody remember where we parked?
We're under.
We're under the tree.
I think it was in car park, building G.
Break. We're going to be heading
Stand by
direct east
Frago.
and then north along the coast to RP
We'll be
X-ray.
moving east to the
An enemy
coast to
convoy is
RP
coming
X-ray.
in from the north break.
Enemy
We'll be
convoy
setting
coming
an
in from the
ambush
north. We'll
at
be setting
RP
another
X-ray,
ambush.
hasty ambush over.
Copy.
So it says I called hasty ambush in the vicinity of the ruins of Dasha to our north. It's marked as RP X-ray.
Copy that.
We'll be following the coast road up there.
Oh no, I found it.
Starting to get light out, boys.
Hey, that's ours.
Starting.
Starting.
Yeah, as long as he's
Hey,
taking the
O'Connor,
fucking
that's ours.
You know,
You have stuff I want though.
That ass?
you stole all our Skittles, goddammit.
Bell's in.
Williams is it.
Williams, thank you for volunteering again.
Yeah, right. I just assumed.
Bravo's mounted. Alpha's mounted.
Holmes in.
Bravo's all in.
This is 1-3 roll in.
I guess we can reload if we want to.
Reference RP X-ray at grid 083074. 1-3, that's where we're going to be setting up, or that's...
Northeasterly
That's where we're
direction
moving
to
to. I
learn.
assume the setup is going to be in that area, yeah.
One step off, Williams reference the map, the first part of the route's coming down. Looks like we're darting across the open onto the road just south of the objective. So once we get on the road, it's a straight drive.
Copy that.
What's BP in that
Is
blue?
Vic 3 ready to move over?
That Naboo.
This is Vic 1, lining up northeast.
Check in on convoy net.
He did.
Good check, boys.
Remember the horn when you back up, but you're safe.
All Victors, this is Convoy Command on 5-0. We're making best speed off-road. to the northeast, left onto the road to the RP, over.
Yep, perfect.
Vic 1 copies, stepping off northeast.
It's about one
Hey,
click
Alpha,
as the
I
crow
can hear you
flies to the
breathing.
northeast.
I mean, I'm
Please,
glad you're
Vic 2,
okay,
line
but
behind. That's some weird bed talk, man.
Last Vic moving.
Should he do more like this?
Yeah, like that.
Jeez. The mix is clearing just direct ahead.
Yeah, all comms, but do it.
One second, this is 1-3. Can you say again? I only got part of that over. One-3 cop is all over. Convoy composition is break. 1 times T-72, followed by a BMP, followed by 3 transport and fuel trucks, followed by a Humvee, followed by a BMP, followed by a ZSC 23 Did
you hear the man?
Now that I have my notepad out, can you run that by me again?
Confirm. 1 times T-72, then a BMP, then 3
Vic
trucks,
1 turning left on road.
then a Humvee, then a BMP, and then a Shilka. 1-4 is going to be initiating this ambush with a javelin shot on the T-72, I believe. 1-3 copies all over.
Remember, safety's on and Dick's in the dirt.
Last Vic left on the road.
One, this is 1-3. Is the intent to conduct the ambush inside that town, over?
Right off road.
1-3 copies. Out.
Vic 1 right off road.
Shouldn't we go to the top of the hill?
You get around the right side of these ruins into the town.
Right around the side of the ruins, copy that.
And the ditch, yeah, good call. Oh, looks like they're going through it.
Last Vic turning right off road.
Copies all over.
So we're pulling up in this ruin.
Yeah, hide these. Yeah, hide the Vic behind a building of some sort.
Okay, we're hiding the Vics
All
behind the
victors,
buildings
make
here.
sure
We're
you
gonna be setting
hide
the
yourselves
ambush
really well.
on
It's
the
not a great
intersection
position
our
to
west.
hide here.
Good spot.
Copy. Dismounting.
Kill box is marked on
Winds
the
up.
map. Copy, we're due.
1-3 copies all over.
So we remember which is on.
Oh, like you're thinking. Well, for scouting up positions, I'm gonna do my jab team.
The intent is to be an L-shaped base. I say again, the pillbox is that intersection to our west-northwest.
Copy.
Where do you want to set
I'm
up?
gonna go with you so you get a quick response. We can take that follow-up shot on that tank.
We're going to probably be setting up in the ruins. Let's move to this house here to the west.
You see that, so that
Move to the house to the west.
House west, copy.
House to the west, moving.
You mean the ones with all the buildings?
So the
Collapse
pillbox
around it,
would be
or wreck?
right around there.
The ruined one here.
Okay, ruined building to the left side.
Ruin building on the west.
Along here. Yeah, Roger, go ahead and
Too visible. Not enough fire beams.
I don't know if we got.
Negative. I want us to make sure we're behind the buildings, not on.
If we can. 7, this is Havoc 1 and 2, 1 over.
Moving
Whereabouts
northwest,
is this
picking up
fucking
broken house.
Convoy location this time over.
Pillbox is.
Be advised when the Vics come through, we cannot be visible. This is just our. I don't want us peeking out windows and shit. 1-4 is gonna kick it off with a jab shot onto the tank.
The kill box.
Roger that.
I use that word, definitely.
DM, same as last time. Prioritize the Humvee, gunners, anything you can do to prioritize the threat.
Blames copies.
Roger, 1-3's moving to that hill over. Okay, we're gonna move to that hill out to the west.
We're moving to the hill to the west.
Hill west, copy.
Come up the south side of it. Do not go up the fucking east
South
side
side of
you're
it.
gonna get spotted.
Where are we going?
That hill, right there.
Over there. Oh, that's way the fuck out there.
I mean,
We could take our truck, I guess. Nah, fuck it.
Yeah, we should take the Vic.
we have time.
Yeah.
How much time?
Legend one the cardio.
Alpha and Bravo keep moving. I'm gonna
Aren't we gonna be like crossfiring with the other elements here?
I think the idea is we'll engage them further up the road than the intersection itself.
He's probably saying this hill. That hill.
1-3, we're moving direct into the kill box.
I mean, you can go around it. We haven't even set up the kill box yet.
Want to stop it. We don't have a lot of shit to hide under here.
Once we get behind this hill, take it to a walk.
Yep. Enemy air assets will fuck.
Yeah, if you hear it coming near, get low.
I mean,
1-4 is 1-6.
In the middle of all of this cover.
Spicy air.
Where's your jab gunner position?
Yeah, Williams, don't forget to snipe that pilot.
yeah, fucking no problem. Just give me a range, yeah?
Hey, they gave Watson a medal
I'll
for
take
that.
it, point. I'm just in front.
Yeah. Alpha Bravo take point.
Copy. Interrogative. Is the rotors I'm hearing our air assets or theirs?
K-52 in the air northwest.
K-52 in the air northwest.
Extraction aircraft to the northwest.
Yeah, it's coming in.
Get low. If it comes
Get
over
low.
this hill, hit the deck.
If it comes over the hill, hit the deck.
Coming directly towards us, get ready.
Why don't we just get down now?
Get down, get down.
Copy, fucking the dirt.
Ooh, the dirt's so sad.
Let's just hope he doesn't look at his window.
My patch is so sad.
Tell if you're doing that, you want us to give you some mood music?
Now the Gophers are happy, so.
You're such a beautiful dirt.
This is 1-3. We're in an open position, but we've hit the deck. We're waiting for that bird to get killed over.
Alpha
Bravo. Once this thing is dealt with, we can probably set up just right here on this spur. I don't think we need to go all the way to the top of the hill.
Alright, we're gonna set up on this.
I see a bit of rock cover about another
Once this
200
helicopter's
meters
dealt
up,
with.
but yeah, I agree generally. Never mind, rock cover's not that good anyway.
Better crawl up.
Going to you tell the Gophers to quit using their teeth.
I didn't copy any of that.
Oh shit, is it row 2 versus row 3?
For the best.
I think he was saying about the gopher using too much teeth.
Yeah, well.
I've reported that the K-52 is actually escorting the convoy break.
K-52 is escorting the convoy.
I think we got our initiation point.
Well, can we get somewhere fucking useful then if it's not coming at us?
I heard an explosion. Was that the K-52?
Waits for the go.
This is 1-3. We just heard an explosion. Do we have any reports on that? Over?
That sounds problematic.
Yeah, this is hot.
Get up to the ridge.
Yeah,
I'll take the left side of the line.
Get up to the ridge. Do not crest over it.
Don't crest.
Everybody online.
Shit, there's nothing
This is
we can do
1-3.
against
I think we
that.
have eyes on the convoy ahead of us to the north, probably about 400 meters break. We are just below the crest of this spur over.
Online.
Online.
I got ears.
Directly to our east, so when this thing kicks off, we're going to focus on engaging the rear vehicles again.
We'll be engaging the rear Vics because the front of the kill box is down the slope to our east. So we'll be firing at the back side that's to our north.
Right.
See him?
Straight across.
1-4 kicking off.
Stand by for jab. Do not engage until it hits.
Let's hope they hit that rear Vic. Bravo, get your grenadier to load head up on secondary targets.
It's hot!
Hey, prep your AT.
Load 18. They're going squirrely. Engage.
What's the distance?
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah, we got no targets. There we go. Sure, you're just pissing him off.
It's BMPs. Somebody put HEP on a BMP. So tell me the XO's gonna yell about that way, right?
Transport and Humvee just pulled up on our original.
I got everyone with BMPs.
Copy, Alpha's in hold base. We're holding here, Bravo's maneuvering.
Roger, over. Hey, Bravo, if you want to take that Humvee over to the east, you can. Fucking one just killed the crew.
Alpha, we're gonna mount that Humvee just to the slope to our east. It's got an AGS. Moving.
Is there a reason why they're not using the fire team with less deadly weapons?
Disregard. Looks like Bravo beat us to it.
Yeah, okay. Well, okay, well, let's not talk about that.
1-3, we're gonna need SAR.
Pictures.
Somebody in there?
Yeah, someone was in there.
SAR?
Yeah,
I'll deal with it.
The Subaru's going to need a an intervention.
So, 1-3. They hopped in that Humvee and launched like fucking way over there. Over there.
This is Havoc 5, I'm dealing with
I
it.
copy. Alright, Roger. Send traffic over.
I need you to clear through this convoy as best as you can. Let me know.
Wilco, over. Alpha and Bravo, assault through the convoy, make sure all these teams, all these Vixers.
Clear through the convoy.
Assault through the convoy.
Yeah.
Straight.
This is 1-3 all stations, we're assaulting through the convoy now. PauseEx.
PauseEx, pause.
PauseEx.
PauseEx. Condition 4.
New safeties.
Condition 3.
Get back to the hill.
1-3, did you have people in that Humvee when it plugged in?
Got me on pause.
Get the thing.
Yay, firm.
Those people.
Roger.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bravo,
it's
you
A firm
guys
out,
should be
T.
back.
Tango Mike.
Roger. Hey, rally by this transport truck down here.
Rally on the yellow smoke to the east.
Copy that.
Rally on the yellow. To the east.
Always the furthest away from
Where
us.
did our Humvee go? I'm curious.
Segura, you guys were like half a click that direction.
Oh, okay.
Were you not aware of that? How did you not know that?
Because I was in the driver's seat. I didn't know everything flipped over until I got out. Well, I saw the screen flip and turned around. So
It's got about a squad and a half still en route.
Right here.
You're on some wild
Oh,
right now.
oh, right here.
All squads, let me know when you are present at the yellow smoke.
Yeah, be you, Williams. I'm gonna be you.
No, not on 5, anything you say about it.
Negative. Stand by. I want to see if I can get you guys refueled.
Just one while we're all here.
Yeah, Dagger, you can take care of that while we pause it.
Hey, firm. Thunder, if you have to, you can RTP to refuel and rearm.
Alright, Havoc 1, let me know when you guys are all here.
We'll cut up.
Hey, firm. Lancer, how are you on field time now?
Roger 1-3.
This is 1-4, all here. Over.
Havoc 1 salt present, sir. Or top, or...
Roger. Okay. So we're pausing next here, Captain. You have something you want to go over?
All right, let's work from here backwards. What was the plan for this ambush here?
The plan for this ambush was to set up an L shape that prevented them from crossing that T intersection.
So where did we want the L at?
Basically, it was using that hilltop to the west.
Draw on the map for me with crayons.
Alright, let me find my crayons here.
I drew it over there, sir, if you can see it.
Oh, there it is. So that actually turned out more of a V shape instead of an L. Right, because we end up here.
What was the idea with all the people that were still down here in these buildings? Because what ended up happening is we were shooting directly
at friendlies.
towards friendlies.
Yeah, everyone else should have been up here.
Okay, so that's the problem, and that's the breakdown. I didn't mean to delete that marker. So why were 2 squads still sitting down in the buildings at the RP instead of up on that other ridge?
Captain, just to say that the Havoc 4 was set up in the buildings.
Okay, I don't care about Havoc 4. I'm talking about
Well,
who
I
was
care
the
about
other
Havoc
squad
4.
with 1-2 still in the buildings? Or was it just 1-2?
Captain, there was elements of Havoc 1-1.
Okay. So it's not a rhetorical question. Why weren't those? Why wasn't that squad in plus? Why were those guys still in the building instead of up on that ridge?
Sir, I told them to hold still while the helicopter was still moving and being dealt with. I didn't want them to be spotted early.
That's the next part. Why did we send out a helicopter and a jav round before, or why did we shoot down the helicopter and the jav and shoot out a jav
Before the kill
round
box.
before enemies were in the kill box if we hadn't been spotted?
Yeah.
Was there a jav round that was fired at the helicopter? I know air. There was like breakdown of communication with air. I told them to hold off on engaging it, but I think that didn't get to them fast enough. So I know air was trying to engage it first.
1-4 did not send a jab out on the helicopter over.
What was the thing that was shot that sounded like a jav then?
Dagger?
There was a Sidewinder that was put out on the KA, but I believe that was because it came into view of Warlord. Warlord had to engage at that point.
Sir, there was an ATGM fired by a BMP-2.
Thank you. I knew out of 50 people here, someone had to know what that was. Okay, was that fired at a helicopter?
That was
I'm
the
assuming
enemy,
so, sir.
It was the enemy firing at Warlord.
Okay. So, did the helicopter have eyes on our positions from where it was?
7 initially, I think he might have been able to see us, but he ended up very low when they actually got into this area. I can't say for certain. I could see him clearly.
So whatever the breakdown of communication was, in addition with shooting that was very, very generous of that convoy to continue rolling for us to ambush them after their helicopter got shot
Very
down.
nice of them.
I don't know why they did that. So Dagger, why did the helicopter get shot down early?
Sir, we have Warlord coming in to
What?
engage the Hind initially.
Yes. Did he cut out or?
Check, Sergeant.
Real quiet. What he was saying.
Better?
I mean, you just stopped talking.
Okay, affirm. Warlord was spotted by the Hind when he was returning after his abort code was called, and he was returning into defilade. He was spotted by the Hind and thus engaged.
User joined your channel.
Send traffic.
Okay. Was he only spotted because we didn't expect a helicopter and it had an angle on him while he was hiding behind something?
He was inbound to engage the Hind before it met with the convoy, but once the Hind met with the convoy, he was told to wave off. In that moment of him waving off, the Hind and him met eyes.
I had initially given clearance because the helicopter was not associated with the convoy or close to it, but then it moved into an escort formation, which is why we called the wave off.
All right. So we were told to stop in the buildings because of the helicopter, and then the helicopter ended up getting shot down. Why didn't we get cleared to move into a better position after that? Because we were shooting past friendlies in this building from those buildings. And we were also shooting towards friendlies on that ridgeline. All right, lots of little things. Lots of little things. All of that little attention to detail.
Cascade of
and
bullshit.
Initiative and making sure shit's going on right. Given the helicopter situation, it's everything that happened is understandable, but it's still stuff that needs to be more fluid. And lower level leaders, you need to be making decisions. Hey, let's move. The thing that was keeping us from stopping moving is no longer a thing, so let's get into a better position. Hey, there's guys in front of us, don't shoot. Hey, there's guys on the other ridgeline, don't shoot them. Stuff like that. Since we're here, let's. Does anyone have anything else on this particular ambush?
I do not, sir.
Negative, Cap.
From your perspective as task force commander, did it go off as you wanted?
Almost. It got a little hairy. I think the kickoff was delayed a little bit. I think the helicopter put a wrench in things. It almost kind of went sideways once the heavier medium armored assets started engaging, but we were able to rally and pull it off pretty effectively.
All right. So we don't have to bring it up at the final debrief and have skipped one. Let's talk about the first
User in your
ambush,
channel timed out.
as well. While we are here, look on your maps back towards
User
that
entered
initial
your
point.
channel.
We need to make sure when we are setting up an ambush that everyone who's part of that ambush has a good idea of where they're going to be and where they need to be shooting. That little leaders recon, you need to go up and you need to figure out where everyone's going to be and where the best eyes are going to be on the kill box. The people, the team members at least, and I don't know who else in the squad I was with, we were hanging way too far back. We were chilling out here and we had no idea where the kill box was from us or where we were supposed to be set up. We had no defenses, nothing dug in on this side of the hill on the fucking south side facing this direction. And that lead BMP didn't get taken out by that first mine that went off. It did get hit by the mines. It just didn't get taken out. Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
And it pulled off the road over here and it had shots right up towards us and we had no defenses dug in on that side of the hill. We had no defenses dug in on that side of the hill because we did no recon and we didn't dig in any pre-made positions before kicking the ambush off. So, was there a reason for that?
Sir, the reason we didn't have any pre-made trenches dug in is because there wasn't enough. I felt like there was not reasonable concealment for them, and they would have been easily spotted by the convoy from a kilometer away, and they would have, we would have lost the ambush at that point.
Ares, you are an Ares operator. What's the rule on engaging towards those entrenched positions as Ares?
If I spot them and they're not reasonably covered or concealed, I can engage them.
Is that First Sergeant?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that was not my understanding. We'll talk about that later. We cannot dig in and we cannot conceal our positions, so we can't actually dig down, so we have to dig up. So trying to conceal that stuff, we can't break tree branches off and cover up our positions after we dig a trench. But okay, that makes sense for that. But still, that only covers part of it. The other big part of that was we had no idea where we were supposed to be when the ambush kicked off. We didn't know where our kill box was. We didn't have a good eye on the layout.
Have something related to that, Cap.
All right, XO.
Addition is, guys, as it was being said down, at least to out my squad that I was in, is that we were to basically hang back well below the defilade, the ridge line, and then basically once the ambush kicked off, then sprint up to the hilltop and do it. Now, me being me, I fucking went prone, got my dick in the dirt, and my fire team came along with us, and we low crawled up till we were just below the defilade, or just below the ridge line, so that way when it kicked off, we were very close. You guys want to make sure that, yes, you're staying to where you're definitely below that defilade, so you're not getting spotted, but get as close as you can if we can't get up there, so that way you can, it's not such a long time between when it kicks off and when we're actually up in there and engaging the enemy.
That is the exact purpose why we allow third-person cheating in ambush scenarios.
Right. So that was I thought I had sort of gone over that. The initial spot we were told to stop at was 200 or more meters behind the spot where we ended up at for the ambush. We were told to stop, and when the ambush starts, to sprint up and start shooting. That's crazy.
That is, sir. That should not have been the case.
All right. That's something that needs to be worked on then.
Roger. The initial staging points were for when the convoy is up around TRP Delta, and the plan was once they drive down this slope and no longer are able to have eyes on the top sides of these fucking hilltops and the immediate far side of the defilade. Basically, once they pass baseline enemy, then you guys were cleared to push as close to your actual firing positions as you could get while still being in cover. There should not have, like we briefed this, there should not have been any ambiguity about that.
All right. So for whoever was on the east side of that hill, which was 1-2, that basically it should have been understood that did not apply to that squad, because from that hilltop, your entire ambush position is going to be covered. So you need to figure out where that military crest is. Does anyone not know what military crest means? You need to figure out where the military crest is from the actual kill box and get right up to it. That's the point of a military crest. So you can just pop up and start shooting. So you're just barely out of view. So make sure that we're going into these things with an understanding of where the kill box is and where your positioning needs to be. That's the end result of this conversation. And get right up to it. I won't waste any more time talking about this. Does anyone have any questions or comments?
Negative.
Negative, sir.
All right, First Sergeant.
Roger that. Thank you, sir. All right, if there's nothing else, we're going to get this show back on the road. So, Ares, you ready?
Okay, firmed up.
All right.
All squads, give me an ace report.
Action.
Ace report.
Give me an ace report.
Hey, how you doing?
Thanks, guys.
Green.
Dagger, keep eyes on that convoy.
Bill's green.
Woke up. Old traffic.
Enter this money, case report.
Not sure we'll take
1-2, this is Bravo. We are green.
1-3, this is Bravo.
Send it.
Roger, let's move over to the vehicles.
Copy.
1-2 copies.
Copy.
I guess we're going back to
This is
the
1-3 to
Green on all.
break. This is 1-3. We are green across the board.
This is 1-2. We're also green across the board.
Bravo, you on comms?
1-6 is 1-4. We are
Alright,
going back
just
to our
checking.
Don't load up yet. Just stage at the VIX.
Don't get in the VIX just yet. Just
Hey, we're gonna
get
head
next
over
to it.
Deck,
Copy.
rounding up.
Copy. But if you look to the east, you'd see a beautiful sunrise.
I know, I was staring at the Warlord as it flew past
I
the
didn't see
sunrise.
you moving. Still got those.
I was
Connor,
watching
you
it
might
fly
wanna
past the
reload.
sunrise. It's very beautiful, majestic.
Yeah,
I wish you did too.
Charlie Green.
Cookies and
Should be good.
quick, though.
I'm gonna take the safety off though.
Oh, well, it looked like your bag is empty, but now it doesn't, so fuck if I know. Oh, now it looks empty again.
It's like Schrodinger's cat. Is it really empty or is it not?
Wow, look at you with the quantum physics.
No. Knew all that without a fancy degree.
Oh, yeah, it does look empty, you're right.
Yeah.
How'd you sneak in?
You'll find out when he tries to pull the trigger.
I got half a mag.
Well, why in the fuck would you intentionally go with half a mag?
He's a fucking thrill seeker.
I like, I
Remind me
would
not to be
reload
next to
already.
him in a gunfight.
He loves that thrill of, do I have enough ammunition for this engagement?
Cover, so.
Right.
Mike, you're
Where's our
hurting my
mag?
brain.
Is that better?
Yeah.
He's got morphine sticks if you need it.
I feel better, actually.
Yes, now I feel better, Mike. Thank you.
You're welcome.
These mics carry too much morphine.
I don't care.
It's never enough.
View of the
Yeah, that's an 8 firm. I have a T-72, a T-72,
Hi,
a
Campbell.
3 Humvees, 2
Nice. Oh, it
BMPs,
used to be a medic.
and then a T-72 in the rear.
I made sure your squad was okay while you were gone.
Get in this Vic. Go off butt comms in the Vic.
Hold on to your butts.
Roger.
Yeah, there's not much.
One
going
two
on,
might
guys.
sneak himself in
we
here.
wait, basically waiting
Little
to confirm
sneaky
that we're
boy.
gonna be loading up.
You hear that, Delta? Two T-72.
I think some guys are a little like.
Okay, so I got my work cut out this time.
Mount up.
Mount up.
That.
Williams copies.
Mike,
Make sure we're doing our check-ins.
Cigars in.
Bravo's in. Alpha's in. God damn it.
Bravo's on.
Vic 1 ready to check 5-0.
Where's the hotel out that we're staying?
You already said.
Please I'll load it over.
And non-iPro squad, what is this?
Alpha still.
Go for it.
Perhaps I missed it, or is there... What the hell's our next OBJ?
Okay, move to the road, and we're gonna get ready to move south.
Up to the road.
Tell I did not read
Wrong
you.
point again.
Perhaps I missed it. Do you know what our next objective is?
We don't have it yet, but we're getting ready to move south, so.
I'm seeing a red arrow on the map way to our south at Ursana. That wasn't there before.
Vic 1 holding at 2 junction and waiting orders.
That's probably where we're going. This is 1-3, we're staged over.
Last speak in place.
Interesting.
Wilco. Move to the main road, take a left here.
Vic 1 left turn. Left to right.
Full comms about to have received composition.
Vic 1 holding at 2 junction.
Last speak left turn. Vic 1, we're Oscar Mike.
I'm getting called to Oscar Mike.
As follows.
Last speak
right,
exiting town.
1 BMP, 1 Ural,
All
3
victors,
fuel
we're Oscar
trucks,
Mike to the new
2
dismount to the
BMPs,
south.
and
Make
a
best speed.
T-72 in the back.
Vic 1 copies. Waiting directions.
This is 1-3, we're staged.
Make a left onto the CSR.
Vic 1 left turn.
Straight.
Wilco.
How you
Get
guys
past
read the
these
composition?
fucking wrecks here.
Updated route should be marked on before tracker in the vehicles.
We should have updated markers for our direction of travel.
Okay, here is good. Here is good. Stop, stop, stop.
Vic 1 stopping.
Negative. Continue on route.
Being told to continue on route.
We're being okay. Roger. Been
Last
follow
speak
the route.
left turn.
I was in.
No, you're right.
Vic 1 continuing.
I was right there next to you.
Oh yeah, then it was his fault.
This.
Please tell me we're not making a left. Oof.
If we were, it's a little late.
Looks like about 100 meters or so we're gonna be going right off road, but not certain on that.
That route is accurate.
So off road now.
Hey, firm.
Yeah.
Vic 1 right off road.
Somebody navigate for him.
I got you, Williams.
Thank you.
Yeah, go ahead. Continue on. Bearing 202, 400 meters.
202.
Last big, right upward.
Shit, I better keep my head in. We're gonna go this route.
Yeah, right. Don't forget to grab a couple of bananas on your way through.
1-3 copies over.
Just bearing 186.
186, copy.
Holy shit.
Continue on for over a click.
All victors are moving back to the previous dismount point from the first ambush position. So that is bearing 223, 750 meters from our position.
Williams, you're following the environmental impact report.
Hey, break. Alright, the intent right now is that we're going to move to our original ambush position. We have reason to believe that this next convoy is going to be moving along the
400
same
meters.
route, right?
30.
We have reason to believe that they're going to be moving along the same route as the original convoy, only they're heading in the opposite direction towards the airfield.
Keep this
One, this is
bearing for 500 meters.
This bearing 500 meters.
By that I mean bearing 225.
This is
225.
Yeah, so we're moving all the way back to our original spot.
Alright, you copy all that, guys?
Hey fam, original spot, enemy is going back to the airfield.
Pick one through the jump.
Straight ahead, cool.
Dismount in 300 meters.
Dismount 300 meters.
Base of the hill.
Base of the hill, copy.
Get us a little bit into that saddle because these guys are going to be coming from the opposite direction as last time.
Saddle direct front, copy.
Yeah, just bring us up into the saddle so they can't see us from the south, southeast.
Tracking.
Alright, right here should be good.
Last big, I will.
Pick one coming to a stop.
Alright, all victors, just circle the wagons here. Just get security.
Good to go.
For now, we may have to move. We're waiting on intel on the convoy.
So we're basically
Lean
moving
south.
this hill from break north to south.
It's over the same kill box, right?
South.
Just move back to our original positions.
Yeah, the same place as last time. It worked last time.
Oh.
Just move back
I recognize that dick print.
Alpha, or correction, Delta, I'll be with you.
But I missed my go
This
first.
is 1-3 Ross Mike to our original RP.
I know they missed you.
I suspect we're going to have to rejig the ambush somewhat, but our position with the anchor, the hinge, whatever you want to call it. So I don't think there's going to be much difference for us.
Keep indefinitely between the southeast and the airfield.
We do have to keep from skylining to the west, be advised. Because they're coming from the east, but the airbase is still to the west. Well, fuck, I mean...
Well, I'll just get real slim.
Alright, set up on the right of...
So you want me here?
We'll try to coordinate that first time. Well, squad, you need to make sure that your vehicles are not...
I think we can move further up, right?
Southeast. You need to pull them up into this draw. And make sure that
He dared.
concealment.
This is 1-3 down, over. Okay, get down here. Hey, pull back a little bit to the fucking west so we have deflate.
Roger, interrogative. Can we get a word when Warlord takes a shot on that on their assigned vehicle so we can coordinate ET
Yeah,
shot?
right where you are now, Bravo's good.
We're close.
Copy. Second mic 1-6 up.
Hey, 1-4's got eyes on the
Holy.
This is 1-3. Are we confirmed we're using the same kill box as well? Over.
Ears on Vix.
I think we can move a little further.
Additional 1-3 is audible
Go
on
ahead.
Vix, over.
You don't see the ridge until...
1-6.
Oh, it's a mortar. Okay, fine. The fuck?
They are coming from the southeast. Right?
Alpha, we're
They're
crawling
in.
up.
So that you
Yeah, they are.
Okay, you can go.
Williams across the front.
Yeah, you firm.
Okay, start creeping up on Bravo's left here.
Copy.
Okay, I'm good.
Alright, that's close enough to the edge, boys.
behind me hurts a little.
No further than where
the
Bravo is.
Warlord is Warlord and 1-4 are going to do a simultaneous launch on the front and back MBTs break.
Yeah, 1-6 copies.
Once that lands, we're clear to push up and go. Alpha and
Alright, we
Bravo,
have
make
no
sure you have your
black
AT
charges
ready
for
for any
this ambush.
secondary armored vehicles.
So grab prep your AT for secondary. Wait for Warlord and 1-4 to shoot first.
Anybody got any ideas on the
Warlord,
range right now?
1-4 taking out the front and back of the convoy.
If you're talking to us, it's not on our net.
This is 1-3 ready to go.
Yeah,
Over.
I'll keep
talking
it
to you and
to
just
Oh.
what's your range?
1-1, do you have a spot?
1-2, get up there.
Interact over. They come from the south.
Came from southeast. I have eyes on him.
Okay, send it.
Holy shit, this is a beautiful line. Look at this.
I just fucked it up.
You're a beautiful line.
It's only beautiful because you're in it, Sergeant Ryder.
Okay. Alpha, I might need your DMR to go to the other end of the line.
Yeah, I'd slap his ass, but I'm too far away.
That's by design.
I did not
Specials.
get ranges for that direction.
Don't make me get the Jag involved.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, there it is.
And by the way, does 1-3 know that he's the other AT stick?
I do know that, but I have the secondary AT stick, so
The secondary
hopefully
AT.
exactly. So hopefully I don't have to shoot.
He's a sad Alpha and Bravo prep AT.
Oh yes, he did.
1-6.
All right, focus, boys. Here we go. Get ready.
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 Because I think
Focus.
is going to happen at the fucking bend on the road there.
150.
Force coming down. It's possibly going to begin at that bend. No, for sure.
When the ambush kicks off.
I'll give you a general range, and then you're gonna have to figure your holdovers from there.
Yeah.
Depending on what you're shooting at.
Be advised to wait till that bend. I'm better off than
Roger.
And your dagger, what is it to the right from us?
It's 3,
To the
3, 2.
to the eastern side of the kill box, it's break 250 meters, and to the west side of the kill box, it's 400. 1-4 is about to engage. Get ready again. When you hear the boom. When you hear the boom, Alpha.
Okay.
Here comes the boom. Ready and
1-4. This is 1-3. We're prepping our AT for secondary armor. Just in case. Over.
I've lost eyes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to shift to the fucking south at this point in order to hit it.
Yeah, a firm. Get ready. He's almost in the kill box. Okay, Warlord's rifle, stand by. Warlord is rifle, stand by. Wait for 1-4.
To the right of these elements up here.
Oh shit.
Clear back last missile.
Fucking kill him.
Fuck him up.
MPDs, look in this direction. Give me a cover.
MBT dismount. Air 1-3's back last.
Let's fucking hit it.
Pushing up a bit to the see down the hill.
Copy. Pushing with you.
Transport truck in the middle. Correction fuel truck. 295 meters.
User joined your channel.
Fuck pop that.
Good copies over. Air support is coming in
User
on the
left
rear
your
of
channel.
enemies in the convoy. There you go. Alpha and Bravo, we're gonna be here for a bit, so make sure you have some cover concerning.
I'm taking us in here.
They dig on your east side.
Convoy, once this barrage stops, break. Get ready to support them and shift fire right.
1-2's the clearing element again.
Copy.
This 1631, we are sending our maneuver element down
It
to
did
push through over.
because the delay.
Roger. Be
1-2's
advised,
pushing
a,
through. Shift fire
Thanks,
right.
Crow.
Shift fire right.
Shift fire to the right towards the fuel truck.
Convoy, be ready to fucking push back rapidly over.
Shit.
Copy, focus on fuel truck.
Good shit, guys. Good shit.
Denied.
1-2 is at the east side of the convoy now, so make sure all your fire is to the right of that.
Yeah, 100%.
7's in traffic.
User left your channel.
It was a little delayed.
Good shit.
I want you to get eyes out to the fucking west. Make sure there's no QRF coming from the airbase. We might have to pull out of here.
Looks like 1-4 and 1-3 again.
Exiting the
Go ahead.
airbase at time.
Roger. This is 1-3. My medic's reporting transport trucks leaving the airbase now. Over.
Roger. 7 is 1-6-1-3-1.
Point that to me.
7 send it.
Look at your pattern.
We are
not bad.
eyes on what looks like transport trucks leaving the airbase.
On the eastern side of the airbase.
Leaving that part back.
Crossing.
Roger that. Let's get ready to
We need to find
fighting
1-2.
withdraw to the south. Let's
This is
try
1-3.
and get it back across the river to the town of Mawembela and
Left to
zero
right.
59er
3 or 4
033
times
over.
transport trucks moving along the tarmac. Over.
Have 1 copies. We're down to Mawembela.
Build position 1-4.
Send it.
Do you want me to
Correct.
pull up the 1-2 up right now so we can
No,
move
I
right
fired.
over?
That's an empty
Stay
tube in
firm.
front of you.
Yeah, let's start getting ready to get out of here right now.
I mean, I've once been called
1 copies.
too, but
BTR on
1-2
the
is 1-6.
airfield.
Priority traffic. Be advised, there's QRF coming in from the airbase from your direct west. I need you to board your clear through, pull back up to the ridge line. We're gonna fight you're fighting withdrawal down to the south. Or
We got a BTR engaging us.
This is 1-3 priority traffic. We've got infantry formations moving down the hill to our west. Break. 1 click, bearing 267 over.
behind defilade. Roger.
50.
Range 1282.
1282 copy.
Range, you're clear to engage that
User
infantry
joined your
to their
channel.
west.
Clear to engage.
Bravo, get into position with your correct Alpha. Get into your position with your DM.
negative. It's going to be pushing down the runway to the east. It's going to be popping up behind defilade here.
Oh, there's a whole platoon out there. Jesus Christ.
1-1 is
Copy.
west northwest of us. Watch your fire.
The guys over there are 1250.
1250 tracking. You're 12 and then aim up just slightly.
Rest of the platoon is dealing with that convoy. Again, we're focusing on this shit to the west of us.
Rest of the platoon is dealing with a truck convoy from the airfield to the northwest.
1, this is 1-3. It was called break. 1-3 is engaging with DMR. Over.
One's over here, 1150, so they're closer, more in the range.
Copy that.
Guys there, 1150.
1160. Yeah, you know what? Let's fucking do that. Fire mission over. They're already
Just rolling around in the dirt. What kind of tactical movement is this? Of course, my Zeus key is not set. Thank you.
fire on that.
It's so long for my ramp, but they're moved by that one.
BTR to the
BTR is down. behind. We're gonna be moving south to an LZ.
Copy, tell us when.
Maintain suppression. The first teams to move are 1-2 and 1-1. Turn to our west on the secondary south. Everyone else is on this hill. And if you need belts, just call it.
Yeah, not nowhere close yet, but I'll let you know.
Yeah, you got 2 in my backpack.
There's Havoc 4.
Okay, crawler.
Traffic restored. One, if we can we get a receipt for that fire mission? Maintain suppression. We're going to be moving to the hill.
There's only a few left there now, but we'll still be doing good work. That's in.
7 B-Bites, we got incoming ID from the artillery position at the airfield.
This motherfucker.
There's ZUs, we could put bombs on them if we want us to.
Closest targets are 1,000 meters. Furthest are just under 11. 1-2 is moving in front of us. Check fire. Or watch your fire. Check.
Copy, bearing 330, hills 46 and 47 confirmed.
Move east and south now.
Copy, moving.
5047 is towards south.
Yeah, I'm actually
75060, but we gotta move, Oscar, we gotta go.
Southeast time now.
I'm here with you.
Immediately northwest of our hill, we are in contact with all elements at this time.
Just move, we'll throw all that shit up in a minute. I say again, Bravo, east and then south.
I'm resting up as well.
Yeah, there you go. I'm right behind you. Keep hitting.
I'm just running. Let me know when any change. Also, when we stop, give us a couple belts.
Yeah, I'll, you know what, fucking no, Williams, give him the belts.
Copy that.
That already position. We'll go. We'll hit the artillery first, then we'll hit the mark.
Wow, there's no fucking
Negative.
cover out here, so once you get away from this hill, start pushing south.
Thunder, this is Dagger on
Look south.
Look south.
Okay, this
Stand
is
by for
fucking
9 line.
open for me. Let's get into some fucking formations and get some information for us.
Let's get a wedge based off of Tell, given where he is.
Copy. Can we pause and take a breath first?
Do it now.
Alright.
Stay firm.
Thanks, Williams.
You got him.
When we move, it's 177, 900 meters. So direct south, 900.
Copy, you ready to move when you are.
Good to go.
Wedge on me.
On you. Limited cover, but we're moving direct south through the open across that ASR over.
Is it just me, or is this gonna expose us to where those assholes were?
This was the kill box, yep.
Let me
For
know
us
where
or for
we're
them?
engaging those guys.
Smoke up.
Okay, if we stop, dig in some trenches, break. Otherwise, maintain spacing. If we get engaged, hit the fucking deck.
If we ever have to stop for some reason, fire in the hole.
User in your channel timed out.
No, I don't know what that was. I'm pretty sure they just deaded our Vix behind us.
Guys, we have to stop, dig in real quick. If, at the very least, at the deck. If we take contact, do the same. Okay, stop with the smoke.
Alpha, use the terrain to your advantage. I think we have a bit of deflate here to the left.
Steal whatever deflate we can.
So you seriously stop throwing smoke?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, it's about 6'2" shorter.
Yeah, I see that.
Get set on what we call a mound here.
So, get in there.
In this crater. They're on our hill.
Oh, I'm bleeding my own blood here.
Yes, that's what we're doing. Get set on Alpha and forgot about it.
Dig in.
Step up. There's a little bit of fucking deflate over here in my position.
User joined your channel.
One mic, this is 1-3 mic.
Keep moving southwest.
We have multiple of them, dude. All up still.
Alpha, make sure, recommend you check yourself. You might be good, I don't know.
This is good.
Yeah, believe it or not, I'm not bleeding.
Hey, we got assholes at the top of that fucking hilltop.
Yeah, I called
Where
that.
we just were. Oh, well, I fucking missed it, sorry. Williams, good shit for you.
Whoop.
Getting it right. 450, 450, 450.
Copy. The GMG could stop for 5 seconds so I could get a steady aim, that'd be great.
Changing.
Whoop.
Contacts further to the left on that hill, the secondary south. Getting a range. 650.
Nice.
Send traffic over.
Nice.
Changing mags. Fuck that dancy prick.
Changing again.
Alpha's a good time to put bags in Tail's backpack. Shit, okay, well.
The deck.
More assholes on top of the ridge line.
Maintain overwatch. There's casualties from that run. Max has behind us.
Changing mags. Tripping here? What the fuck is that range?
You're good where you are.
500, that's why. That was 650 call up.
1-4, this is 1-3. Are you good over there? Over. Hey, Roger, your last squad, we're still from our position.
I'm coming.
Check in.
What's up?
Breakdown.
Breaking it down.
We move east. Moving.
If you have any fucking
Good shoot and tell.
put them on that hill, otherwise keep moving. Let's go. Keep copies out, break. This is 1/3 all stations. We are breaking down SBF. We're pushing south, over. Alpha, don't stop here. Push through the fucking draw. Keep going. Oh, that works. Just not on us, please.
Be advised, I'm right on ammo again.
I can give you my bags once we stop.
Let's go, man.
If need be, I'll give you Stenags.
That'll be a sad day.
Do we need to push and help these guys, or keep moving?
I can divert my CLS.
From the sounds of it, there seems to be a lot of people in there.
Woke up. Thunder.
CLS, don't divert. You're going to be providing covering fire. They got enough hands in that fire.
Copy, moving. Gonna grab this rock over here to the south and set up.
Yeah, that rock is it.
Roger, Alpha, I'm on your position. What do you see, Williams?
Just a couple of heads peeking over that hill to the northwest. Disregard the first point. If you want me to break down, pull back behind you.
No, we're good. Look for a marksman.
Copy. Hang on, I think I got eyes on him.
There's a marksman on that hill. Keep eyes up.
He's dead.
Right there.
Eyes, fucking bearing.
Working on Baker. Archer, or fucking 1-2-17. Northwestern side of that slope to our northwest.
Bearing 327. There's like Spire team up there. Range 637.
Northeastern side.
This is
Yeah,
Bravo.
that's the
I'm
one that
next to
just called out.
Williams. We see that infantry movement on that slope. We're firing. Reloading. Fuck them up, right?
One, he just came in.
Move to your southwest and start fire on that hill. Right side.
Changing mags. We got red smoke. Oh, yeah, well, we got rainbow smoke, never mind. Never mind. Rainbow smoke.
Shift right.
Move it.
Alright, no eyes anymore.
Falling back to you, Alpha. Crossing your guns.
Targets 313, 800 meters. 600 to 800 meters.
User joined your channel.
Cross them on that fucking hill. Airbase for
We have enemy mechanized assets leaving the airbase this time. We need to get them out here, so keep pounding. We know what to do.
The count is over. Awesome, Robert, doing good where you are.
1-2-1-6.
We got infantry moving down the left slope of that hill. Look inside white smoke. 640 meters.
BMP.
1-4's gonna be looking for a shot in that BT from my way.
We got a bound.
1112, this is 1-3, calling you set to cover over.
You guys can conceal by smoke.
6, 1 short property. Go ahead and make your bound.
Wolfo,
Be
1-4
advised,
back
not
down.
400 rounds.
Alpha and Bravo, break off, move, bearing 195, go.
195.
195, copy that.
Drop pushing 195.
I think Alpha just got shot in the ass.
Yeah, boy. That's what
Alpha check in. Literally what happened, yes.
Need me to suck the bullet out?
I'm with William.
That snake bites.
Hey, you know.
Tomato, right?
Alright, in defilade.
Alpha, you want us to set up on this defilade?
Roger.
You want us to continue pushing or stay here?
Where these LZs are, it's super open.
We got a good spot here. To engage.
Move at another 150 meters and then stop. About
Another 150 meters.
Copy, moving.
Actually, yes, keep moving.
1-3, have you got extra bags?
I do.
Tell.
Oh, right, that's...
I need him.
God, fuck, where? There you go.
Here.
This is 1-1. We're moving. Time now.
Got him.
Bearing 28.
Yes, we're still moving. Let's get some of these rocks here out of us, Alpha.
Yeah, I got a juicy rock right here, guys.
Juicy rocks, copy.
1-1's calling another marksman up. I need you looking for it, Alpha.
But yes.
I'll get that in a second.
There's another marksman out there. Trying to find out where.
Where's that marksman in relation to
Copy.
the other?
I have limited eyes from here and over the top of friendlies who are in an elevated position.
Roger, my DN is looking for it over. Bravo, yeah, those rocks are good. I want you there.
Williams, if you got something, point at it.
Top of the hill. Bearing's gonna be 325. Reference white smoke.
850.
850 meters.
You hear that behind us? That's air waiting.
The rotors you hear are friendly air. Or transports.
Roger. Alpha bound to Bravo.
Bound back to Bravo. They are 100 meters to 198.
Okay. Can we get 1-3 to move whoever that fucking command element is on that, shit, never mind. Disregard.
Our LZ is 300 meters, 225.
User in your channel timed out.
Okay, we're past Bravo. Yeah, that rock. Perfect.
These LZs are going to be... Jesus, okay.
User entered
Give me
your
931 to the top of that hill.
239.
1-1, this is 1-3. We're stopping. We have to go and push past the southeast of that. Direction southwest of that LZ.
Okay, my friend.
Bravo, sorry.
How? Who took that shot?
We're not at the LZ yet.
Air changing.
1-3 is breaking down, moving east. Change
Move
plans,
east.
boys. We're moving east.
Moving east.
We're gonna land by the water. Move east now. Go.
Birds are gonna land by the water. Move east now.
Copy, moving east.
Bravo, I see where you are. You're good. This is 1-3. We are peeling east, moving into the south side of the platoon formation over there.
Is that us, Connor?
Set, I guess. Sure where we're going, but near the water. Yeah, I don't think we can go any further.
Right here on Alpha's position is good.
Roger, get ready to move back up.
Oh wait, disregard. We're moving to you, Bravo. You're in the right spot.
No, red smoke.
Move south.
Moving south.
That's
South.
Alpha. We're linking up with 1-1. We're gonna get an airbird.
Havoc 4-5 mission not going.
Copy. 4-5 mission not going northwest.
Everyone lands on the south side.
We're taking the southern bird with 1-1.
Southern bird.
Copy.
Please don't raid. We're gonna get the southern bird with you. Over.
Come on, Mike. You know red flag.
We're in the northern bird.
Long
Over copy. Oh, damn,
Good,
that
Rennick.
fucking hit him.
Jesus
Thank you.
Christ. Yeah, Jesus.
That had to be your shots. No one else was fucking shooting.
Yeah, that's a click away, Ryder.
I think I fucking hit him in the head.
Second last.
Well, I'm gonna shoot at them anyway. Go for it.
Leading next to me?
Taking a breather.
No, take the rounds. I think someone's
When the birds come in, we're
Yeah, check yourselves, guys. We're all right here.
Come in.
Shot.
We have a gun T for 1-4 just to our left.
Yeah, you linked.
Full screen.
Wind is good.
Hey, thanks, Kenny.
Give me 1,100 meters to that top of the hill.
Yeah, I see one asshole, Williams. He just went me in a fucking tree.
Roger, I'm just gonna go ahead and fix up the plans.
What?
Just quickly fixing you up.
I'm still no joy on this mark.
Bravo, you're the
I thought
northern
you
most
went
of
down
the
behind that hill. Oh,
yeah,
no mind.
Quick firing. That was a nice little talking gun.
As soon as those birds come in, pop all the smoke you have to the northwest.
As soon as the birds come in,
When the birds come in, pop smoke to the northwest.
Copy that. Another asshole here to the very 332 on top of the ridge line.
332
Eyes on.
top of the ridge line.
1,100 meters out.
Roger. I think I saw him.
I just saw him. Behind the rock.
Monkey Wilco. Change of plans. We're getting picked up by Blackhawks. We will be popping one green smoke in our position. And then we're getting the bird plus.
Pickup is now by Blackhawk. We're getting in the bird lands closest to us.
Still get on those guns.
Copy that.
Getting the one here.
I'm popping smoke now.
I don't know if he's alive or not.
Bravo, need you down here with us. You need to be moving.
That green smoke behind us is our pickup.
What are you doing?
He's dead.
What?
You using him as a meat shield?
What green smoke?
No,
Some birds.
linking is
1-2 are 070.
Oh.
Oh.
Holy fuck, that's a lot of green over there.
Yeah, it might get a bit confusing for them.
Yeah, I'm curious.
Yeah, fuck.
Sorry, Sergeant. I honestly didn't know you could do that.
yeah, sure.
Okay, get all that smoke out to the west northwest.
Smoke's out.
Let's get back to fucking Paul's crash.
The only answer I have to your question, Tell, is carefully.
Yeah, I don't think it's. Yeah.
That's on the southern bird.
The southern bird with 1-1.
Yeah, eyes on it.
We're gonna do a C extraction.
I'm getting low, so I'm fucking chumped.
Stay low on your way in.
Approaching from the side, guys, otherwise those tornadoes will get you.
Move in. Stand, do your thing with loading procedures, which you usually do.
This is not good, man. Williamson.
one more. There's one more. There you go.
Alpha, you good?
All in.
Check
All
yourselves
in.
medically and go.
One's all in.
Williams green.
Dill's looking at us, somebody can check me.
I think there's still a gunner seat open.
If you're on the gun, suppress that hill behind us and get out of here.
Once I can see it, absolutely.
Wilson is facing that way. If you're in the back, it's closer range.
Alright, good shit, guys.
Props to the pilot, holy shit. No shit, good job, Chief Renosa.
Thank you, gents. Thank you, gents. Get
I
home
don't
first, yeah?
I felt like you could have done better.
I appreciate your critiques. I'll do better next time. Good work, gentlemen. Good job.
Dismount. Copy. Condition 4.
Lips Havoc.
EndEx. Position for your weapons and rally south of the birds here on the wall. Havoc on cop as well.
Rally on the wall southwest.
Okay, rally by the wall southwest.
By the wall to our southwest.
Wall southwest, copy. Shit, guys.
Bravo's on here.
All right, let's have a once, everybody.
A from top.
All right. Okay, so the ambush itself went pretty well, but we kicked the Hornet's Nest from the airbase as expected. Fucking around too much in their neighborhood is going to draw a little bit of attention and ire, which it did. And unfortunately, we didn't have there were no great routes out of there. So we sort of got pinched in the open with not a lot of cover or concealment. So there was a rocket run from a K-52 that compounded with some pretty accurate AGS fire led to 3 simulated KIAs in this FTX. Obviously we could sit here and talk about, hey, that was avoidable because XYZ, but realistically that was a pretty shitty situation that we found ourselves in, and the timing was unfortunate. So. I don't have any notes written down right now. I thought the ambushes themselves, which is the purpose of the training, overall went pretty well. We covered some of the minor, or some of the more detailed issues and specifics in regards to how lower leadership should show a little bit more initiative and paint a better picture of battle space awareness for their subordinates, right? Because, everybody needs to be informed at every level so that they can make, their decision on how to most effectively be a part of the battle plan, right? How to accomplish the commander's intent. Everyone needs to be thinking about that, right? And you can't be able to make a good decision if you don't have all the pertinent information, right? So just something to think about and take with us. So Havoc 1-6, do you have anything?
Thanks, Top. I do have a question about the extract there. Was the composite, or as far as like what birds were coming in to pick us up, as far as like 2 Chinooks versus 4 Blackhawks, was that ever passed down on company net?
No, I don't believe it was. I think not directly, but I think that information did eventually make it down once we figured out the separation of the LZs, right? But that I don't think directly was passed down, at least independently.
Roger. So we had bird assignments ready for 2 Chinooks, but then for some reason we were told to put 1 squad per bird, which then made me.
Where did that come from?
That was from Dagger at some point.
Dagger?
I guess I missed that. Sorry, say that again.
Was there a reason why you told them to do 1 squad per bird?
I said pop 1 green smoke for the squads getting the bird, because we have 3 birds coming in. So the intent was to get 3 green smoke. So sorry if that was not relayed properly.
All right, Roger.
So it was one green smoke per squad per bird. Right.
So I heard that, but I'm pretty sure I got told to put 1 squad per bird before
okay.
that. So I'll check my feed. If not, if that didn't happen, then just fucking disregard.
Yeah. So, but if you hear something like that is against all common sense, use your common sense and be like, well, that's fucking stupid. I'm not going to do that. Right.
Roger.
They're saying,
it
hey,
just made me sort of do the bad thing and assume that we were getting picked up by Blackhawks, which then changed our what we told the squads, and then when we saw the Chinooks coming, we had to revert back to the first plan, which is, glad that we had that, but I guess just, more clear comms as far as like who's actually coming to pick us up and how in the future.
Yeah,
that's all I had, Top.
Semper Gumby, Lieutenant. Semper Gumby. 1-7.
Thank you, First Sergeant. I have nothing for the task force at this time.
Roger that. Dagger.
I have nothing for the task force at this time.
Roger. Blacksmith.
Thank you, First Sergeant. Nothing for the task force.
Roger for that. Havoc 4.
Thank you, Top. Nothing for the task force.
Roger. Deco.
Nothing for the task force. Thank you, Top.
Roger. Pretty slick pickup right there.
Our pleasure. Thank you.
74th.
Thank you, Top. Nothing from the Tigers.
Roger that. Did I miss any section leaders? Hearing none. Aries?
Thank you, Top. Did y'all have a good time tonight? That's all I got, Top. Thank you.
All right, so before I hand it off to the CO and the XO, remember that knowledge and knowing is only half the battle. What's the other half?
The battle?
Extreme
Violence.
fucking violence, gentlemen. The other half is extreme violence, which was mostly accomplished today. So, with that, Captain, do you have anything?
We'll let the XO go first.
Okay. I think I looked at the XO and said Captain.
Nothing. For me. Thanks, Top.
Captain, my captain.
All right. Did we know where that third ambush was coming from?
Affirm, at
Sorry,
least.
where the convoy for the third ambush was coming from.
Roughly, yes. We were waiting for it to make a. There was a fork in the road that could have gone either way, and that fork to find out which route it was actually taking was relatively close to where we could get to in time.
Right. So we knew it was coming from the south.
Correct.
So where did the comms breakdown happen that one of the squads started pushing back here to this slope? Because we were halfway, we were told to go back to our original ambush point, is basically the comm that happened. And our original ambush point was on the forward-facing slope of that entire convoy. And all their guns. So where did that breakdown happen?
Not a rhetorical question. Havoc 1, do you have anything on that?
I am unaware, sir.
Is this
Okay.
just a...
So how
sorry,
did
go ahead.
the instruction of go back to the original ambush point, is that what was said on Platoon Net?
So Morris, you remember?
So the comms that came down were to move back towards our initial ambush point and then set up along the ridge.
Right. So that's
Okay.
original
So
ambush
is
point
that what
as
was
far
said
as the
on
task
Platoon Net?
force.
I would have to go back and check footage to confirm verbatim, but that was the intent. Yes, sir.
Okay. So we knew the convoy was coming from this direction. And our original ambush point as 1-2 was right here, in plain view of them. So was it relayed where the convoy was coming from?
Yes, sir.
So we knew it was coming from the south?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. There's a breakdown of communication there somewhere, and you guys need to figure it out.
We'll get it sorted, sir.
Captain, I just want to point out that as a senior or as an NCO, you have to take the information that you know, and if you hear an order, it doesn't necessarily mean execute it verbatim, right? Like, you need to understand the intent of the order, and if the intent is to ambush this convoy and you have the information, then you have to make an adjustment, based on what you see. And so putting yourself, just because the raw order was, hey, we're moving back roughly to our original ambush position, doesn't mean that the specific position is what you should do, right? That's sort of like handcuffing yourself to the letter of the law when we need to be a little bit more flexible. And that's why the NCO core, that's your job, right? That is to take the information, compile it in a way that you can, regurgitate it to your people, execute the intent, even if it's not necessarily like the letter that was given, right? So you got to use that discretion that you have on the battlefield.
One thing I want to add to that, though, folks, is that as much as it's been talked about a lot lately, and correctly so, as far as exercising that initiative and changing it, if you are told to do something that doesn't make sense, don't just change it and keep that information to yourself. Make sure you are passing up to your peers as well as your superiors of how you are changing it, so that way that information is flowing. So that way, if for whatever reason they don't realize that it was a fucked up situation, that the order that they gave you, then they're assuming that you're at a certain location that you're not, or you're doing whatever it is that they said. So yes, exercise that initiative, but make sure you're utilizing your radios and communicating that information as far as what that change is.
Yep, thank you, XO. That's definitely a very key part to that as well. Sorry, Captain, you have anything else?
Yes, one other big thing. You guys need to learn and understand how the new stamina system works. You have to jog with your weapons down. When you have every single other person in the task force overwatching your movement, you do not have to be moving with your weapon at high ready or at low ready. Move with your weapon down. That is the lowest consumer of stamina with the new stamina system. You guys also need to reduce your loadouts to about 80 to 85 pounds. That means we're going to be carrying less shit. And along those lines, it's weight, stamina, stance. I think I just went over all three of those. So understand that you can make a relatively long jog as long as your weapon is down. But if you have that weapon at, I think it's low ready instead of basically hanging loose, you're not going to make it. Does anyone have any questions on that?
Negative, sir.
Negative, Captain.
Makes sense? Good. All right. The good, as the first sergeant already said, regardless of everything else, all three of the ambushes were extremely successful. I don't think did anyone even get injured on any of the ambushes?
There was an ND prior to the first one, sir, but I think
the actual ambushes themselves. And then the last thing is that Helo extract is what I believe we would call shit hot.
Hooah!
When was the decision made to do a hover pickup?
It was made when we realized that the LZs were a little bit too far in the open on land. Dagger presented the idea, and we rolled with it.
That was a good idea and a excellent execution. Probably not flawless, but pretty fucking close. So good job on that.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, last thing is, I wonder if we'll ever see our MRAPs again.
No, Blacksmith blew them the fuck up, sir.
Okay. If Blacksmith had time to move down to them, why didn't they grab one of them? Or two of them?
And we were setting a trap for the enemy, sir.
Okay. That is all I had.
All right, roger that. If you have a C or Q as it pertains to the task force as a whole, put it in side chat time now. I saw one.
That is going to do it for the stream. I will be back probably tomorrow night with 1-3 squad training.
It was about if anyone got injured on the
Thanks for coming out.
ambush. No, at least one person got lightly injured.
And we'll see you then.